Three news stories for you. Firstly, viewers, Human Rights Watch has released a report about two incidents which happened in Amhara region in which innocent civilians were killed at the start of September. Tigray forces are being blamed for the two incidents in which several dozen innocent civilians were killed. We'll have a look at this report, viewers. Secondly, another Ethiopian journalist has been arrested today. Tamerat Negera has been arrested. He was running Tamerat Network YouTube channel. He was known for having very outlandish sort of views. Why was he arrested? We'll have a look at that. And thirdly, some pro-Ethiopian government analysts are claiming that Tigray elite is getting together in Nairobi, Kenya. And Nairobi is going to be the new headquarters of Tigray elite, where Tigray leaders will hold meetings with their Western supporters. And from Nairobi, they'll launch their next operations. They'll plan their future in Nairobi. We'll have a look at these claims. Firstly, viewers, before these three news stories, a correction, viewers, that in the previous video, I shared some pictures showing airstrikes on some TDF convoys. I showed destroyed TDF weaponry due to airstrikes. One of the pictures is an old picture. It's not related to the recent airstrikes conducted to the north of Daisy. You can see the picture on your screen. Some viewers have made this correction. The picture is not related to the recent airstrikes conducted in the past 1 week. So correction. But other pictures are not old pictures. We have not seen them before. Reportedly, they show damage suffered by TDF weaponry when TDF was advancing or retreating, rather, when TDF was retreating from Daisy towards Waldia. Now, three news stories. Firstly, Human Rights Watch has released a report about human rights abuses committed by Tigray fighters in Amhara region. The body Human Rights Watch says that at the end of August and at the start of September, two civilian massacres were committed by Tigray fighters, one in Kobo and the other in China, Gondar. In these two massacres, in China, around 26 civilians were killed. In Kobo, around 23 innocent civilians were killed. And summary executions were done by Tigray fighters in these two places. Did Human Rights Watch visit the places? No. The report is based on remote interviews. Human Rights Watch contacted survivors, witnesses, doctors, religious figures, and on the basis of verbal evidence and telephonic interviews, Human Rights Watch released this report. Human Rights Watch is calling upon the UN to conduct a detailed inquiry into what happened in these two places. Obviously, the Human Rights Commission and UN Human Rights body must conduct some independent investigation into these allegations. If innocent civilians have been killed, perpetrators must be brought to justice. Second, viewers, another Ethiopian journalist has been arrested. 2 days ago, Yaspet Tesfaye was arrested, journalist. Today, Tamerat Negera was taken into custody. He was running a YouTube channel, Terrara network. He is known for having very outlandish sort of views, Tamerat Negera views. He was calling for annexation of Eritrea by Ethiopia. He had this opinion that Ethiopia should annex Eritrea and Oromia should be dismantled altogether. He was against Oromo protests as well, the Oromo protest movement. So he was a very vocal critic of Shimelis Abdisa's Oromia regional government. So he was under fire from some sections of Oromia Prosperity Party. He was very critical of TPLF as well, obviously. He was not supporting TPLF, but he was critical of Oromia PP of Eritrea too, and now he has been taken into custody. Addis Ababa police has not made clear which charges have been leveled against Tamerat Negera. Well, Tamerat Negera must have known that he was in Ethiopia. If he had such outlandish sort of views, he shouldn't have been in Ethiopia. You cannot have such views, such opinion and survive in Ethiopia. I wonder how he survived all these months while he was propagating his views online. Lastly, viewers, some pro-Ethiopian government analysts are claiming that Nairobi, capital of Kenya, is the new headquarters of Tigray elite. They claim that Tigray elite is getting together here and they are holding meetings, consultations, they are meeting with their Westerner backers, and from here now they'll decide about their future. And these analysts are putting pressure upon Kenyan government. The Kenyan government must not allow its country to be used as a base by TPLF leaders, Tigray leaders. Well, yesterday we heard allegations against Sudan, against South Sudan as well. Ethiopian government-backed news sources accused some Sudanese government officials, some South Sudanese government officials of conspiring with Tigray People Liberation Front. And today now Nairobi is being made controversial. Well, Nairobi is a truly cosmopolitan city. It's a cosmopolitan city. I mean, people from all neighboring countries, they live in Nairobi. Somalis live there in large number. Tigrayans, other Ethiopians live there. So you cannot stop Tigrayans from getting together there, from having meetings even. I mean, though a few days ago a Tigrayan businessman was arrested in Nairobi, Kenya by some intelligence officials. I shared a video with you as well, and he was accused of supporting Tigray people, and he was accused of rallying support for Tigrayans in Kenya. And people say there is presence of Eritrean intelligence agencies in Nairobi, Kenya too. So if there is presence of Eritrean intelligence agencies in Nairobi, Kenya, how can Tigray elite survive and get together there? So maybe it's a way of putting pressure upon Kenya that Kenya should not let any Tigrayan leaders live there or organize there. So far, no statements from Tigray leadership, especially in response to yesterday's allegations about Sudan and South Sudan. Tigray leadership is quiet. They are watching the new developments very carefully. They are under pressure because Mekele is under drone strikes, and TPLF, TDF leadership is going through a very hard time, viewers. They don't know how to survive, where to live, where to hide, because drones are all the time over Mekele, over Tigray. How will they survive? Where will they survive? How will they make decisions about the future of Tigray? So coming days are very crucial for Tigray leadership, For TPLF leadership, for TDF channels, what will they do? From where will they operate? Thank you for watching.